Hey guys, Ivan here with another video for today, and we have a couple of very interesting bodybuilding updates in this video. But most importantly, yes, Urs Kalecinski just won the Europa Pro. He won his second pro show in a row. He's going to the Mr. Olympia as a two-time pro show winner. Here is the video from the finals, the final comparison of the top two, and it was pretty much the same as it was at pre-judging, obviously, because the difference between the pre-judging and the finals was like an hour, maybe, or 2 hours, so you can't expect a big change here. But yeah, let's take a look at this one more time, and I thought it was really close, but like I said in my pre-judging video, yeah, I thought Urs was winning simply because he has more of that density, more roundness, more thick muscle, more graininess, that kind of stuff. And he wins most of the poses, to be honest, like with his size, honestly, and density. How crazy is that? A former classic physique guy is beating open guys with size. I mean, insane. And to be honest, guys, when Urs won, I kind of felt sad for Quinton. I mean, the guy has been trying, and last year was not his year after what happened with his coach, Matt Jansen, and this year he looked much better and he tried his best, and he was so close to actually winning a show and qualifying for the Mr. Olympia, but no, unfortunately, it's not gonna happen this year. And a lot of you guys actually thought that Quinton was gonna win this, and if he won this, I would have no issue with it. I don't think anybody would. It was extremely close. Yeah, I saw Urs winning, but I wouldn't complain if Quint won because it was that close. But when I was watching this, I was thinking about the business of bodybuilding, the business of Mr. Olympia. What does it make more sense to them? If they give this win and this qualification to Quinton, what exactly would they gain from that? They would just have another entry, another guy in the lineup who most certainly, let's be real guys, who would not crack the top 10. Quinton would not crack the top 10. He can't even win a weak pro show. I mean, it's horrible to say it that way, but that's the truth, that's the reality. He would not crack the top 10. However, if they give it to Urs, yeah, one qualification less, one competitor less on the Mr. Olympia stage, but they have one super popular guy going into the show as a two-time show winner. So I think that makes a lot more sense business-wise. Quinton doesn't have that big of a following, and again, he can't really make a significant impact at a Mr. Olympia. Urs, however, has a chance, in my opinion, to crack that top 10, best case scenario probably. And again, he has a huge following. And if he goes into the show just as a guy who somehow won one show, it's different to if he goes to the Mr. Olympia as a two-time open bodybuilding show winner, as a dominant champion. That's right, Urs is now a dominant champion. He won 2 pro shows. It's not like he just won one show, he got lucky. No, he actually proved to us that he can beat all these open bodybuilders, and he beat a whole bunch of them again. So he's going to the Mr. Olympia very, very strong, and honestly, he is looking super impressive. And guys, Quinton is a big bodybuilder. Quinton is a tall guy. Urs, however, on the Mr. Olympia stage is going to be one of the bigger guys. I mean, bigger man, because he's actually tall. He's like, I guess, 6 foot. I didn't know he was this tall, actually, but yeah, he's definitely not a short guy, and he does have a lot of size. Not as much as like the top 6 Olympians, but I can definitely see him cracking the top 10 and maybe a couple of spots above. Maybe I can see him being like, I don't know, 8th, 9th. I can see him challenging guys like Tony Burton, for example, or Egan Grimes, for sure. Now, as far as this look right here, was this look better than the last weekend, than Italy Pro? Yeah, I would say so. I think he was drier and sharper, especially through the back. And I would say from the front as well, from the side too. I think he got a little bit sharper, a little bit tighter. Maybe he was even better at the finals than at the pre-judging. I'm looking at this and I'm thinking like, here you can see some noticeable improvements from last weekend. His midsection was also very tight. His quads were shredded, detailed, they were feathers all over the place, and he was also very full and round. Compare his quads to Quinton's quads, and lats as well. Huge difference. And then also the pop in the chest, in the delts as well. The only thing that Quinton really has on Urs here would be the arms, but when he puts them down, you know, in the most muscular, in the side chest, side tricep, but when he lifts them up in the front double bicep, for example, Urs probably has better peaks. So yeah, once again, Urs Kalecinski wins the show, Quinton Eriya in second. In third, we had Edward Kargbo, and in fourth, we had Mark Hector this time around, and actually, Emir Omiragic managed to crack that top 5. But again, the winner of the show was Urs Kalecinski, and look at his reaction right here. When he actually was announced as the winner, he lifted Quinton's hand up, because yeah, he knew that it was very close, and you know, I think he's good friends with Quinton. Quinton said some nice words about Urs online, unlike Sergio Oliva, who never really mentioned Urs or congratulated him. So these guys are cool, and yeah, it is what it is. I'm sure Quinton is devastated at this point. He tried his best this whole season, but he missed his opportunity to qualify for this year's Mr. Olympia. Maybe he's going to continue competing and try and qualify for next year. That's not out of the question. There are some shows left this year that he might win. Should he actually go and do that? Well, if he knew, if he was pretty sure at least that he can win a show, that would make a lot of sense, because then he would have a full year of improving for the Mr. Olympia. It's better than to do an off-season now, or short off-season, and then try and qualify, and then go back to the off-season and compete for the Mr. Olympia, prep for the Mr. Olympia. I mean, he can do it that way. A lot of guys do it that way, but in his case, where he needs more muscle, he definitely needs more size everywhere, guys. Maybe not in the arms, but maybe in the arms as well, like in the front double. He definitely needs more back, more legs, more chest, more density, more pop everywhere. He's a very tall guy, so he needs more size. I think if he won a show now and went to the off season and actually forced growth and got bigger, then maybe he could do some damage to Mr. Olympia. But who knows who's gonna jump into these next shows that are coming up. It's gonna be difficult for him to win a show either way. And yeah, it seems like, I mean, I don't know. I'm not sure for how long will his body hold. Like, you can't keep competing and looking your best forever. Like, at one point, your body's going to start breaking down, and maybe this is the maximum that he could have gotten out of himself. Also, his body is super toxic at this point. Like, he's not taking it easy, I'm sure. He's blasting everything. So maybe it would be a good time for Quinton to take a break and try and compete next year. It is what it is. It didn't happen. There is a lot of potential for sure for this guy to be a really good bodybuilder in the future. A top Olympian maybe. But yeah, it's just that one thing, size. Size, just one thing. I mean, you need to put on a lot of size to be competitive against the top Olympians. At that height, that's going to be challenging for sure. Now, as far as Urs, other than him winning 2 pro shows and going to the Mr. Olympia as a dominant open bodybuilder, which is crazy, it still feels unreal, we have another very, very interesting thing. It looks like Urs might be doing another show after the Mr. Olympia. Can you guess which one? Well, you probably can, because I'll probably put it in my title of the video. Yeah, it's Prague Pro. It seems like we're gonna have Krizo, Keon Pearson, and Urs Kalecinski at the Prague Pro. Why do I think that? Let me show you.
What's interesting is, and I'm gonna say it because I don't give a shit. What's interesting is Peter from Prague wants to come to the show and ask if I can, provide some tickets. Stefan did that yesterday, and of course he's going to get 2 tickets, not 2 tickets, but 2 seats. Why is he there?
He loves bodybuilding, believe me.
I know that, but I think he's securing. Urs to do Prague too, because that would be.
He's talking with us since last year.
Yeah. So I think that he's done both going to Prague,
because he won the classic there before, right?
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
So imagine Keon is doing Prague, Urs is doing Prague, maybe. There's 2 guys from different categories dominating the show.
You know, but you know what's gonna be a big, not I wouldn't say problem, but it's gonna be a great call out is having all the two.
All right, you heard it, guys. I don't know who Peter is. I'm guessing he's the promoter of the Prague Pro, something like that. And apparently, Dennis thinks that he's chasing Urs, trying to get him to compete at the Prague Pro. And he's saying maybe Urs will compete. And based on Stefan's reaction, I think it's pretty much possible. I mean, of course, Stefan is going to try and hide it if it's already a deal. But based on what Dennis is saying, the guy buying tickets, seats to be there, I guess, with Stefan to look at Urs. I mean, to be honest, I don't know what exactly does this mean. I'm not sure who Peter is and what does it mean to buy 2 tickets to sit next to Stefan, I guess. I'm not sure if that means anything, but Dennis is saying that. And I'm looking at Stefan for his reaction. Honestly, it looks like he's trying his best not to reveal anything. And if it is the truth, Stefan wouldn't say it. And it does make a lot of sense, to be honest. I can see Urs doing this. I can definitely see him doing that. And I know, I have a feeling, guys, I have a hunch that somebody, some big name bodybuilder is going to do the Prague Pro. And I'm thinking more than just Urs. I think somebody else is also going to jump in. I knew about Keon. Everybody knew about Keon, guys, basically, except for you. Like, everybody in the industry knew it. At this podcast, Dennis says he knew about this since Pittsburgh Pro. Milos says he knew this since the Arnold. I knew this since around the Arnold Classic. So, yeah, like, everybody knew it was a big secret. As far as Urs Kalecinski, I don't know if it's actually true, but it seems like it's very possible. Honestly, I believe it's going to happen. But I guess they won't announce it until the Mr. Olympia is over. Let's wait and see how well will Urs do at the Mr. Olympia, because he's going there most certainly as, again, a 2-time open bodybuilding champion. Urs won the Europa Pro, his 2nd pro show in career, which is absolutely crazy. Unfortunately, Quinton is not going to the 2025 Mr. Olympia. Whatever your thoughts are, guys, tell me down below in the comment section. If you guys enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. Thank you guys so much for watching. See you soon. All the best and bye-bye.